Welcome back to Bear Recaps. In this video, I am going to introduce you to a 2010 American sci-fi action film called Tron: Legacy. Spoilers alert, and hope you enjoy the video. In 1989, Kevin Flynn tells about his new system grid to his son, Sam. Flynn created the system alongside programs Tron and Clue. Tron is a warrior fighting for users, and Clue is a program created with intelligence in Flynn's image to assist Flynn. Flynn tossed a coin to Sam, promising to take him to the arcade tomorrow, after which he leaves for work on a motorcycle, despite it being already late. However, the news of Flynn's disappearance is broadcast not long after, which makes Sam become an orphan as his mother passed away untimely years ago. Flynn had the ownership of Encom Company, where he designed the best-selling video games in history, which now makes Sam become the heir to the company. Now, a 27-year-old Sam is speeding on a motorcycle at night, causing a police chase after. But he makes a getaway by turning off the light and jumping off the main road. After pulling over, he walks to a massive door. He seems to be deciphering the door with a device, and he is actually using a Nokia N8. That is nostalgia, can't believe it has been 12 years. A few moments later, the door is opened and Sam sneaks in. Elsewhere in the building, the Encom board is holding a meeting. A surveillance camera is damaged by Sam's laser light and malfunctions temporarily, making him able to run up without being spotted. The security guard didn't think much of it. The chairman announces their Encom 12 system will be released at the midnight, and they will be making their debut on Tokyo Stock Exchange. Meanwhile, Sam hacks into another room, but unknown to him, he has triggered the security alarm, prompting the security guard to rush at him. Flynn's old friend, Alan, confronts the chairman about the high price, asking what improvement they have done.
Now this year we put a 12 on the box.
I guess this must be inspirational for Tim Cook. Back to Sam, he is uploading the server files to the internet, but the security guard arrives as well.
Freeze!
And Sam somehow pulls it off. The last minute before the release, the board discovers the system is leaked online, and consequently they fail to quote the company on the stock exchange. The guard ends up cornering Sam on the roof, realizing he is actually Flynn's son. But Sam is stuck on a street lamp pole and falls onto a passing-by taxi.
Hey! Not behind! Whoa!
After some parkours, Sam is still arrested by the police. In the next scene, he is free to go already, as he just stole stuff from his own company. Back to his container home, Sam finds Alan waiting for him there, and it turns out Alan has been taking care of Sam ever since Flynn's missing. Alan says that he was paged last night, which came from Flynn's office at the arcade, and the number hasn't been used for 20 years. Alan then starts reminiscing the last time he met Flynn, saying he wouldn't have just left everything, especially Sam. But Sam is visibly annoyed by Alan's words, not believing his dad is still alive. Nonetheless, Alan still gives him the keys to the arcade. Out of curiosity, Sam still decides to drive to the place. He doesn't find anything in the office, but Flynn's old game Tron catches his attention. He drops a coin into the slot, but it straight falls out from the other end, which leads him to notice the scratches on the floor. He moves the machine and discovers a door behind it. Entering the tunnel, the hidden basement turns out to be his father's secret workplace for creating the grid. After a few attempts of cracking the code, he manages to access the system, and the laser behind him suddenly teleports him to another place. In a panic, he runs out of the building and is shocked to see the world is completely different. Suddenly, he finds himself in a bright spotlight as a massive futuristic vehicle is descending above him. When he tries to run, two armed guards force him to board the vehicle and lock his feet. Sam comes to the realization that he has entered his father's creation, the grid. The vehicle flies out of the city toward a large structure. A few moments later, they arrive at the place, and the guards restrain him on a platform that sends him through the ground. He looks around the surroundings in bewilderment, and four women in tights walk up to him, not saying a single word.
They got your ass on camera!
The women undress Sam in their own way, and arm him with a battle suit.
This can't be good.
Following that, one of them goes to retrieve an identity disc where the carrier's experience will be imprinted on. After they install the disc on his back, he is told to proceed to the games. Sam is confused by everything and wonders what is he supposed to do.
Survive.
A door side opens up, guiding Sam to walk toward it, and he seems to be elevated into a stadium full of spectators. An orange vehicle approaches the court, and a mysterious man inside is spectating the games. The game matches Sam with a combatant, who takes out his disc and throws straight at Sam, intending to terminate him. Sam narrowly dodges the attack and learns what's the game about when he sees the player next to him is shattered into pieces. His rival starts to break Sam's floor and launches himself toward him, but Sam smashes the floor, causing the attacker to drop out of the boundary. After winning the match, Sam yells to let him out, but it turns out there is more. This time, he manages to win the round easily by bouncing back the enemy's disc. In the final round, he faces a masked fighter, Rinsler, whom the crowds are all cheering for.
Oh, come on, is that even legal?
And Sam is clearly no match for the opponent who has amazing fighting skills. But suddenly Rinsler runs backward, and Sam heavily falls to the ceiling as the gravity turns upside down. Sam struggles to ward off the attacks in the ensuing battle, but still gets wounded. As the gravity shifts again, Sam drops to the floor and Rinsler jumps on him, about to destroy Sam into pieces. But the dripping blood on Sam's arm makes Rinsler realize Sam is a user instead of a normal program. Therefore, he is brought to meet the man above. As Sam is asking the man's identity, he is taken aback by the revelation that the man is his missing father. When Sam asks him to go home together, the man turns him down, infuriating Sam.
I'm not your father, Sam.
At this point, Sam realizes it is Clue, a program that resembles his father. After that, he is brought back to the stadium for another game. In the meantime, a figure is observing the scene secretly. His opponent of the game is Clue this time. Clue's right-hand man, Jarvis, gives both of them a device.
What do I do with this?
I'll give you a hint. Not that.
To be honest, I thought it was a lightsaber too. After Sam's teammates arrive, Clue shows how to use the thing. Sam soon hits the road and joins his teammates. So basically the game is a 5v5 snake game, but with a damn cool light cycle. Sam picks up the game really fast and soon takes out an opponent, but his teammates are also being taken down. Sam cooperates with a teammate, and their strategies work quite well, eliminating 2 enemies. But the teammate is soon eliminated as well, leaving Sam and Clue the only 2 on the court. They charge at each other at full speed, but Sam's cycle gets knocked away and explodes in the air. As Clue is about to end Sam's life, another vehicle gets in the way, crashing Clue's cycle. The driver tells Sam to get in and takes care of the chaser bikes. The Formula 1 car launches missiles exploding the wall and flies out of the arena. The tires transform in midair before they land on the ground.
I'm Quorra!
Sam finds no one is chasing, and Quorra explains their vehicle doesn't work outside the grid, and assures all his questions will be answered soon. When Quorra brings Sam back to her base, Sam meets an old Flynn whose hair has turned gray, and they hug each other in tears, after 20 years of separation. During their dinner, Flynn starts to recount what he's been through since the missing. Tron was created by Alan to protect the system, and Clue is Flynn's creation designed to create a perfect world. The trio together is trying to build the perfect system. And they discovered a species of naturally occurring, isomorphic algorithms or ISOs, which greatly delighted Flynn, thinking they had the potential of resolving many mysteries in the human world since ISOs have digital DNA, unlike normal programs. But Clue regarded ISOs as system flaws and thought Flynn had betrayed him.
Flynn! Am I still to create the perfect system? Yeah.
Tron sacrificed, giving Flynn a chance to survive, and Clue proceeded to purge the ISOs from the system. Therefore, Flynn hasn't been able to get back to the portal ever since, stranding him here. Sam then urges him to go home since his visit has activated the portal again. But Flynn points out that his disc is the key to getting out, and Clue will stop at nothing to obtain the disc once Flynn steps in Clue's territory, because Clue figured out that he can go to the outside world as well, which Flynn doesn't want to happen. And the page message is actually sent by Clue instead of Flynn, which is clearly a bait for luring the hiding Flynn. But Sam doesn't accept his solution as the portal will disappear soon. Sam tells Quorra if he gets out, he may be able to delete Clue from the outside and save his father. But Quorra says he should listen to Flynn. Moments later, Quorra still gives him a location of her old friend, Zeus, who can get him to the portal. With old memories flashing in his mind, Flynn can't fall asleep and get up. But I have to say, how is he supposed to sleep with that thing on his back? When he comes to Sam's room, Sam is already gone and is heading back to Clue's territory. The program he met in the arena claims she knows who he is looking for, and Sam follows her. Meanwhile, Jarvis finds Sam's vehicle and manages to locate Flynn's hideout from it, so Clue sets out for Flynn. Meanwhile, Flynn also changes his mind, not wanting to lose his son again and preparing to follow Sam. Sam is taken to a club and meets the club owner, who seems to know Zeus. As Clue is wandering around Flynn's place, he recalls the time when he is created by Flynn.
You will create the perfect system. I will create the perfect system.
But he knows Flynn is in the city now. The owner reveals himself to be Zeus and starts to talk about how to help him. But a few moments later, several Clue spiders are approaching quickly from the sky and barge into the club, disclosing Zeus has sold Sam out. Quorra also arrives at the scene to save Sam.
The game has changed, son of Flynn!
During the fight, Quorra's arm is destroyed, and she falls unconscious. Flynn soon arrives as well and rescues the two out. They run toward the elevator, but Flynn's disc is snatched away before the doors close. And as the elevator is damaged badly, they are falling at a really fast speed, but Flynn manages to bring it to a halt before crashing to the ground. They decide to stow away in a solar sailor heading to the portal. As they are heading to the portal, Flynn starts mending Quorra's code, and Sam finds out Quorra is actually the last surviving ISIL. Back in the club, Zeus attempts to bargain with Clue over Flynn's disc, but Clue straight takes it away. And after Clue leaves the club, he blows up the whole place along with Zeus. Rinsler also finds out that Flynn has run away. Moments later, Quorra regains her consciousness and her arms, and she tells Sam the story of her being saved by Flynn a long time ago. During their talk, Sam learns that Quorra hasn't seen a sunrise before, and the portal ahead is how she imagines a sunrise to be. Arriving at a stop, the three find Clue is building an army, and Rinsler is searching for them. Quorra runs out and gets caught by Rinsler deliberately for distraction. Meanwhile, Flynn recognizes Rinsler to be Tron, who is repurposed by Clue. After Clue gets Flynn's disc, Clue is announcing to all the soldiers that they are about to conquer the world outside, unlike the false deity who just wanted to enslave them. Sam decides to take back the disc while Flynn goes get them wheels for escape. Sam manages to take care of the guards and reclaim the disc, and as Rinsler is bringing up Quorra, Sam attacks him furiously, and Quorra takes the opportunity to kick him off the platform. They jump out of the place gliding to Flynn, who has been waiting, and the three soon fly toward the portal. Rinsler seems to survive the fall, and Clueless men start to pursue Flynn on light jets. They soon get into an aerial battle where Sam and Quorra cooperate to defend the chasers. Sam watches the enemies behind, and Quorra takes care of those in the front. As Rinsler flies past Flynn,
What have you become?
he remembers his past as Tron. As a consequence, when Clue is about to end the game,
I fight for the users.
he collides with Clue's jet, making both of them fall down to the sea. The trio rejoices at the victory and relief. However, Clue snatches Tron's device and flies away again, leaving Tron to fall into the sea. Finally, the three arrive at the portal and run toward the entrance. But they are confronted by Clue, who has been waiting there and blocking the way.
You promised that we would change the world together.
Flynn apologizes that it was a mistake to create a perfect system because it's unknowable. But Clue shoves him to the ground angrily. Sam runs up, punches Clue, but also gets thrown away. Quorra swings over to protect Sam, and Flynn reminds Clue that what he wants. As Clue goes for Flynn, the bridge starts to move back. When Clue takes the disc, it turns out Clue has been fooled by Flynn's trick as Flynn and Quorra has switched their disc. Clue immediately jumps at Sam and grabs onto the edge, and Flynn tells Sam to leave with Quorra. But Clue starts running at the two as they are transferring. Flynn reintegrates with his digital duplicate, destroying Clue along with himself. The scene then cuts to the workplace, where Sam downloads the files and turns off the system. He tells a waiting Alan that he is taking Encom back and names him the chairman of the board. Sam finds Quorra is waiting for him outside, and they depart the arcade on his motorcycle. And Quorra enjoys the real sunrise for the first time in her life. Moral of the story: playing video games overnight will get you a girl. The end. Subscribe to Bear Recaps for more, and here are another 2 movie recaps. Click to check them out. Hope the video makes your day better. Until next time.